Please watch that clip. All right, let me see it. Yo, where's... Yo, he's got the moves, dude. Guys, when we have him on as a guest speaker, we're gonna play this, okay? My TT. That's good. Yo, thank you for that. We'll ask him about it when we bring him on, man. Pootie Tang, helpful review. He needs help with arena defense, guys. Guild War defense. Focus for the next units. Last 10 RTA drafts. He wants us to take a look. And then if there's anything we can re-gear, he said. Free unequip. Alright. Legend Ragna. We got some good units at this table. First thing on the list. Arena defense. Let's take a look, guys. You're in Champ 3, dude. I should be taking advice from you. Alright, where are my arena climbers? I don't have too much experience, but I do know a very good comp right now. And it involves Cerise, which you do not have, but lucky for you, she's coming back. F10, Arby, which you have, and then any knight, right? Who do you think is in Champ 3, guys? Let me see the T-Cern build. The best T-Cerns that work on Guild War defense or arena defense is fast. So if you can make her like 240, 250, 260, 270, it's worse for RTA because if people know what you're doing, then obviously, right, you're sacrificing other stats. But on defense, you'll catch a lot of people. If you have her go right after like a Cerise F10, any strip, that extra chance at landing that unbuffable or silence, right, is super good. So that's the scariest T-Cerns on defense, is if they're really fast. Other than that, just pull for Cerise when she comes out, Pootie Tang. There's not much else to say though, right? Anyone know the meta arena defense comps? T-Cern with Alexa better than MLDB? I like Alexa's a lot more. MLDB, I feel like is more of it could be good on defense and RTA. But I don't know, Basket's just so powerful. I really like. There's nothing wrong with Alexa's, man. It's super strong on T-Cern. On a speed. Well, this is a lifesteal T-Cern. Still good because she has high speed. Yeah, she does have a little bit too high HP for the crit damage is low. Other than Cerise F10 Arby, that's my main suggestion. Just wait for Cerise, pull her, build her up. She can work at level 50. Best speed gear. But like you already have an invested F10. I think that's the best case. It's just so strong right now. You have the gear for it, Pootie Tang. That kind of ties into the free unequip. Start looking at what speed gear you can muster up. Honestly, just having the thread of Cerise F10 Arby, it's enough to scare people to not try it. I think. Other than that, I'm not sure what other meta defense. Usually it's just like Rylet. No Rylet. Rylet Arby well. Does he have Rowana? Let's look. Remember though, guys, there's a lot of... The reason the Cerise F10 is so good is because it has very few counters besides outspeeding. You can try to tank it out and then cleanse, but you'll need a very high ER cleanser, right? It's just a lot... It's very difficult for people to handle. Everything else, there's usually pretty good counters. The main thing with arena defense is just looking scary enough or looking annoying enough to not even bother with. Because someone out there is going to be able to counter your team. You can't beat everything. Rowana... Yeah, he does. What's your suggestion, Grader? He has Rowana. Yeah, Momo can be okay. But the problem with Momo, Burrito, she's not a full cleanse unit. So Cerise plus F10, it's too many debuffs for her to handle. Sure, like I said, and everything is counterable, right? But sometimes Sildor, let's say the RB is with them too, and whatever the fourth unit is, they can still power through it, man. With enough gear, if your gear is lacking, etc. And not everyone has Champ plus Fighter Maya. FCC Cerise F10 or RB or T-Cern. Yeah, so that's my suggestion, was a Cerise F10 RB. That's what I'm using. T-Cern, Rowana, Politis plus Knight. Does his T-Cern need to be faster though? Yeah, two good suggestions there. Bat, I'll write it down here. Pull Cerise. And then run F10, Cerise, RB plus X, FCC, whatever Knight. You have FCC? No. Yo, Pootie Tang. Hopefully you got some Mystics, and hopefully you can get Cerise and F10 in your account. Or, sorry, Cerise and FCC, and then your account's going to look insane, man. Your account's going to look really good. All right, let's move on from arena defense. Let's take a look, guys, at his RTA. He's in Masters. So, Champ 3, Arena, but only Masters in World Arena. He doesn't have too many games played, so if he just plays more, because the win rate's still good. But at 18 losses in Master, there's probably something we can fix up a little bit, right? So let's look at his last matches, starting with the losses. So here, versus Kanasa from Asia. Your draft style seems kind of bruiserish. You're fighting a sort of cleave here. Actually, not even cleave, it's just Oxlot's Landy combo. You bound up the Landy, and you still lost to SSB with Crow when you have Crow Alencia. The Bryceria is kind of a weird pick here for your comp. Can you tell me about the Bryceria pick? Also, you got trapped with the Fire Charlotte in SSB. The Alencia Crow are extremely good. The Bryceria Charlotte are a little bit weird. Yeah. Depending on your Bryceria build though, she can work here. It just doesn't seem like the best comp for her. Yeah, I think... So this Charlotte pick, is this your like kind of your backup, like if you just need someone tanky to do stuff, right? Everybody has units like that. For me, it's Fire Ravi or like LQC. Sometimes when I just need a unit that kind of, you know, won't die, has AoE, and can just put out some damage. The Charlotte, maybe, she's easily counterable. You could have probably also just banned SSB, the last pick SSB. And then since you had Fire Charlotte, right, you might have been able to handle Landy much easier. But that's why I'm not a huge fan of the Bryceria build, because he outspeeds you with the Landy Oxlots combo. She probably gets procced Immortality early, and then just gets cleaned up, right? Because he has Crowru well, so he's going the distance. Okay. Good tips, chat. Let's see the next loss. You really like to pick Bryceria, huh? So you're pre-banning of Tenny, which is fine. Ban out the Last Rider Crow. You're fighting a Lilius, Ravi, Champ Z, and then he picked a Charlotte. Where's your SSB, dude? Why are you not drafting SSB? Do you not have her, Pooty? Let me look. He has a Fire Ravi Charlotte. Every player, if you have SSB, that's why a lot of y'all have her unbuilt, unbenched, or on bench. And she's just such a strong, like, counter pick. Wyvern, huh? Wyvern only? If you want to take RTA seriously, I think everybody should have a SSB built for RTA, okay? Because in that draft right here, she would have been such, like, just like she was a problem for your Fire Charlotte, you need one on your end too, man. I don't know if that, I didn't really look at that SSB, but I saw 10k health, 10k defense, or 1k defense. I don't think that'll still do fine. What if you don't have her, Kang? Well, then you do other stuff, man. But he has her and he's not using her. It's what a lot of people do. If you don't have her, you have to get creative. So let's say you're fighting Fire Ravi. Ice Kisei is a good counter. You can, guys, but there's a if you want to climb higher up, man, you don't want a Wyvern 13 SSB, okay? Because our goal isn't to win in Master. Our goal is for him to climb as high as possible, and you don't want a Wyvern 13 SSB when you go higher up, man. Even as just a counter pick. Hezmon is also saying you don't need Alencia early. It might just be kind of a safe pick, but yeah, you know what? You could almost... Yeah, since Alencia is not really picked a lot lately, you could probably just go Fire, Roz, and Flurry first, because those are more contested, right? Also, you have Last Rider Crow. He first picked it, but yeah, go for Crow, Flurry, Roz, the more contested picks early. Just build a second SSB for it. Does he have drink? We'll ask him. Pooty Tang, do we got drink available? He doesn't need drink, though, for RTA. He can get away with, like, Rosa, Bloodstone, Proof, something like that. You always pick Alencia early, because for, listen, if your unit pool is lacking, I always say this about Alencia, even if she's falling off, her kit is still insane, right? Full strip, defense up, defense break on a bruiser. She's still really good, especially at lower rankings. But yeah, you don't need to pick her so early. Hezmon is right on that. Let me look at your Bryceria build after too. Let's look at one more loss. Is this the same one? Right here. We got a 3-loss streak. So your drafts are almost always the same. Flurry Roz, Last Rider Crow, Alencia Bryceria with a sprinkling of RB or whatever, right? Fire Charlotte. We're fighting a FCC, Ruel, RB, Kayron, and Ace Sid. He banned out your Bryceria. And I'm assuming you just got overwhelmed with damage, right? 2 Immortality Revive units. SSB kind of looks good in this comp too, man. Over like the Alencia. What's your RB answers? Fighter Maya might be a really good pickup for you too, Pooty. Here, this is Pooty Tang's review, guys. Every loss has Bryceria, but every win has Bryceria too. Here's another loss. Flurry. We have a G perk. So you're fighting a cleave. Fighter Maya would look pretty good here. SSB, really good here versus Flitica if you can give her enough tankiness. Guys, this scenario right here is why you don't want a Wyvern 13 SSB. You can also use her to fight Flitica cleaves. Okay. Really good cleavers will be able to kind of dance around the counter, but at lower ranks she'll decimate. Yeah. So I think we found some really good stuff to start working on. What do y'all want to see for his units if y'all want to help him out? Let me see if he has Fighter Maya. So number one thing, SSB. Let's look at Bryceria too. No Fighter Maya. Maybe in the bank. Here's a Bryceria. She's on Candlestick. She's a bruiser Bryceria, which is why I think he can draft her safely as an always pick. What do y'all think about that, guys? He really likes the Bryceria in most drafts. But she's not super fast, low damage, tanky. Where are my Bryceria users? How's it been working out for you, Pootie Tang? Yeah, the Candlestick feels like he's going for Bruiser, so he uses her in extended matches, right? So that she can get another S3 off, it seems like. Which she probably can in his style. It's an interesting take on it. But I feel like we could probably have more consistent stuff. If he can just maybe get a little bit more damage on her. Needs to be a little bit faster. Sure. So that's kind of just gearing, right? So let's write those down. For RTA, invest in SSB plus Bryceria. Like Bryceria, Pootie, you know best if she's been working for you. Chat is saying maybe either a little bit more damage or higher speed, but he's using her as a strip, more utility, tankiness. Okay. What else? Any other tips, guys, for his RTA play? I think that's a good start, though. The SSB is the main thing. She just fixes up a lot of your problems. Don't draft Alencia so early. You have a Fire Robbie here, too, and I never... Have you been picking her? This Fire Robbie's not bad. A little light on offense. 2100 attack is really low. 248 crit damage is really low, but she's mega tanky. Mega tank. Still probably might be okay. Especially after she scales up. Daron? Unbuilt. That is making a good point too. Bazaar on this kind of build with Bazaar on Crown, how you're running your Bryceria might just straight up be better. I think I agree with that. Bazaar is a huge threat. And it feels like your style is going after buffs, right? Since you have no damage, I think Bazaar is better, yeah. The only downside is the element. He drafts T-Cern Flurry, I think. Flurry Arby, Flurry T-Cern. Since your T-Cern's fast. Alright. Show the Arby? Sure. Oh, counter Arby. Not bad. A little bit slow. But the health and defense are good for 30 Dreamblade. This is Unreforged. Nice crit attack and crit damage. It's actually pretty good. This will surprise a lot of people. Oh yeah, you do need immunity. You do need immunity. That's why your crit is so high. You probably just want to drop... Although your crit pieces here are really nice for him. I see why you're using them. You'll probably be okay for now, but... Yeah. You want immunity on that kind of build. Immunity Hellray chest. Yeah, it's just his two counter pieces are so good. But yeah, the immunity chest is very, very nice for all players. How fast Tangy is the clearing? We can look. But let's not focus too much on gear, guys, because obviously everybody's gear could always be better. But it is important to note if maybe it's built incorrectly. Take a quick look. Ooh, 280 speed. This is really... She's mega squish. Actually, not even super squishy. She has JFA, so she can go the distance. When you get Cerise Pootie Tang, I think maybe we could drop her a little bit of speed, get her more defense and health. This is fine, though. If you like this speed, yeah, it can work. But remember, the Cerise F10 combo, that could be your draft toolkits in your draft as well. So in my opinion, you could get away with like 260 flurries and give some of the high speed units or high speed gear to F10 and Cerise, okay? Kind of nice though. You don't need effectiveness, guys. You don't need effectiveness. Is it nice? Sure. A lot of people still run like 50 to 80. But guys, you don't need effectiveness on flurry. Reen. Guys, not just the Soulburn thing. Oh man, okay. We'll explain it real fast. In this meta, guys, you have... Let's ignore the Flurry Soulburn, because that is important. But in this meta, right? What is your Flurry usually trying to stop? What units do you even see in higher level RTA that have a lot of effect resist? There's not too many anymore, right? Even like blue crowds are dropping a lot of their effectiveness. But typically, you're gonna burst down a unit that's run with no ER, right? Most DPS will have 0 effect resist, and even the ones that you might want to control, maybe even a more utility unit. Typically, you'll be okay still. And don't forget, Frenzy. In the extended fight, you're gonna get a lot of built-in effectiveness. So players are shifting towards just using the built-in Frenzy effectiveness, and no one's running high ER like Soul Weavers all over anyways, so it's just that could shift, guys. Beforehand, flurries were run with a lot of effectiveness. A lot of units were run with high effectiveness. Nowadays, you can get away with having very little. Yeah, and then once you get super high up, like Careless is saying, there are some... The high-level players will kind of just shift their gear around to try to counter each other. Some people build high ER for certain units, and then they'll counter with effectiveness. Don't worry about that for now. That comes way later. But hopefully... Yeah, Reen. Guys, we always talk about that. This season, effectiveness is just... Effectiveness and ER are just kind of in a weird spot. Alright, you have some great stuff, Pootie Tang. You will easily climb way past Master. So focus for next units, we kind of covered that, right? I guess last thing we'll look at Guild Wars. We'll look at Guild Wars. And let me sure, Pootie Tang, if you have any specific questions, shout them out, okay? Alright, Pootie Tang, what's your name? Legend Ragna? Where are you at? Let's see your defense. So, Ragna, or Pootie, what was I saying? Cerise, F10, Arby, right? That's a good defense team for number 1. Number 2, your Flurry is really fast, so you could catch a lot of people. Any suggestions, guys? I think you should do Cerise, F10, Arby for one team. The other team, Flurry. You could do Flurry, T. Surin, whatever, really. Anyone have any ideas? So, what did you have built again? Let's see. Flurry, T. Surin. What was that? Earth, Light. What was your problem units? Well, that's what he's doing now, but we want to move forward, Careless, right? He's asking for advice, so when he climbs up, we can give him some tips on what to run, to work towards.
Look at me.
Alright, guys, so... Charles. Let me see your Charles. Charles is always good. If you want just Guild War ideas, you have some nice counter gear from that Arby. If you have extra, throw it on the Charles. Just put Elbrus on him. There's not too much to worry about for now, though. On defense, though, Hezmana, I feel like she just gets SSB or Cerise on defense. Unfortunately. T-Ser and Landy have CC, RB. Okay, so Landy's really good. What's TT, Careless? What am I... What the hell is TT? Chat. Tea time! Oh, that's her... Okay, yeah, that's what I was saying. You got the Cerise, RB, F10. That's the meta. Other team, T-Ser and Landy, FCC, sure. He's gonna have FCC soon. Alright, Pootie Tang, any other questions? Remember, these are supposed to be fast. This was a little bit different, though. I didn't know your account was this geared, man. Chad is right, though. You have crazy units if you just draft a little bit smarter and build up that SSB. Eventually, you're gonna have Cerise as well. And then, you know, make sure you order your drafts properly. Pick the higher contested units. Get Alentia much later. I think you'll be good to go. Landy, T-Turn is popular together. I can see that being good. Wait, Nightmare, you attacked him? Hold on, let me see. Mystic Finis? Oh, you did. Wait, you lost. you just fought Pootie Tang. Nothing else, Pootie? You sure? All right, man. I'll send this over to you. Let me just write it down real quick so you don't forget. Later, pick higher priority units. You said you're gonna pull for FCC Cerise, right? Arena the Guild War defense. I told you what the arena defense was. The Guild War defense is the same thing. What was it? F10, Cerise Arby, and then Careless was saying Landy, T-Surin, FCC. You can try those out, okay? Because they're probably going to get your best gear. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, let me send this over to you. Pootie Tang! Thanks for the support, brother. You always stop by. Appreciate you chilling.